What's going on? Back plugged in again. With your boy the Prophet. Alright, y'all. So check me out today. Today we're gonna be doing another tier list for you guys. What kind of tier list? I don't know. Maybe the best technique characters will be created. So we about to get it popping. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If y'all ready, let's get it lit. Drop!
What will you do for the come up? I seen a lot of niggas switching for the come up. They left a nigga down bad, I had to come up. Yeah, hustle from the back down into the sun up. I had to switch up, nigga, no I ain't mad at you. I just had to come up and look at just what that bag could do. I charged into the game cause I said I won't complain. Ain't been no sunny days, I had to get it out the rain. Look.
Back plugged in again. Alright. Ayo. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this tier list. Mic check. 1, 2. Alright. Alright, audio sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Like I said, tech tier list. This will be PvE only. Yeah, now I'll explain a little bit of details later on the list. So let's go ahead and get on. The first couple of tiers, I would try and do them pretty fast because they should make the most sense. Byakuya is leading C tier. None of the units down here have Frenzy or Flurry, so keep that in mind. Byakuya does only have a 40 Bruiser, and a 40 Berserker and a 30 Bruiser, which people are getting that plus Frenzy these days. But he does have Havoc. He does have Weakened Defense, and he does have Bombardment on his Soul Bomb, which means that thing hits like absolute crazy. And he does actually have one of the best kits in the game. He basically has the same kind of kit as Senjumaru, like the exact kind of kit. A70 first, same kind of second strong attack shield move with Havoc, and then a full screen third strong attack, so 1200 radius with Havoc. Once his character gets resurrected, if they give him Frenzy and especially a recharge link, bro, he's gonna be right up there. Alright, let's keep that in mind. Alright, and we'll move on. This Shinji has an 80 Bruiser Berserker combination. Where he kind of likes that is that he does not have, Flurry. He does actually have 2 immunities, which I believe are paralysis reduction and freeze reduction. So yeah, he can't be stopped when he's autoing, so that does make him a solid auto character overall. But in the end of the day, he doesn't have Flurry, so it's like he doesn't have guard break, so he's still going to struggle with breaking guard. He has a low stamina damage link, so that does provide him a 30% extra normal attack and strong attack damage. But at the end of the day, he's just not going to clear that fast, y'all. Like, back in the days when he came out, if you had a PvE killer, you didn't get Frenzy, you didn't get Flurry. Now they're giving people PvE killers, Flurry, and guard break. So yeah. This Kensei, he's a 20 DR link with paralysis reduction, a 50 Bruiser. He would be like, I could see him being a little bit higher than Shinji just because he's 20 DR versus low stamina damage. But at least Shinji does get an addition to damage rather than just survivability. And Shinji has more, status elements. So yeah. Yachiru, once again, she's a no Frenzy, no Flurry auto character with double immunity. So she's solid for autoing, but her damage is massively lacking. Then you got Shooting Asena, a DR link, 16 DR. He just has a horrible kit, no Frenzy, no Flurry. He does have Bombardment on his Soul Bomb and a Sword Killer. Cool Ginjo. Starting off at B tier. Kugo, he has a range collision first. His second is a 575, just boom like blast on the ground. And his third is a charge attack. Pretty much is what it is. He is a human affiliation, so that helps him not get like killer against him and such. But his first being range collision, it's not that bad of range collision, but And he's a sad Link. If he was a Star Link, I could see him being up even a tier. But he is where he is. Nothing really special about him. Geen, this Demon Society Geen. If I'm not mistaken, his first is a lunge, and his second is like that triple split attack, and his third is a full screen. He does have a triple flash step with, I believe, poison on everything. Sorry for killer. I think he has Sorry for killer. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost positive he does. But yeah. So the Geen second strong attack very much holds him back, unfortunately. But it is what it is. He came out right before they were giving Berserker to frenzy characters, so keep that in mind. And okay, so his first. Okay, so I had that backwards. Let me see here. Okay, no, I had it right. His first is a lunge. His second is a split collision attack. His third is a full screen, and he has a rock hard killer. Okay, so I had that. I had the killer mixed up. But yeah, pretty much you don't need this Geen for anything. He don't have any Berserker. He don't have anything that's going to help him finish content any quicker. And the second strong attack holds him back massively. Dark Rukia is like, she gets so much shit, but she's actually not that bad. She has a standard lunge first and a 725 beam second. Same like full bring Ichigo, Mind Badagon, and her third is a charge attack. The thing that slows her down is her first is a lunge, but it's like a short lunge. Like, she doesn't travel very far whatsoever, and it just seems kind of clunky. It just seems like a really, really, really clunky lunge attack. And that's pretty much it. You know, she does have a bruiser, my bad, with long reach. So she did get some normal attack accents, but you know. Moving on to this new to the Bankai Kisuke. His first is a split collision attack that is a range collision, which is really bad for damaging. His second is a 575 AOE, but it hits in like three waves, so the damage is a bit segmented. He does have a revive mechanic, solid unit. Zomari, weakening on everything, non-affiliation killer. Range collision first, and the second is a vortex with range collision, melee collision split. It is considered a vortex, but yeah, range collision, melee collision split. His third is 900 radius. He does have triple flash steps and long stride, meaning he's 3 times faster than 90% of the units. However, just being fast doesn't mean you can clear stuff faster. You gotta have a good kit. Looking at this, Orihime. She has a human killer, a lunging first strong attack, a 575 second strong attack, which hits in like 3 to 4 waves, same as Kisuke. She has slow resistance, but pretty much was just made for the epic raid she came out with. And she has a chance to insta kill on her soul bomb. Mayuri, he just has a bad kit. His first and second are range collision, and then alright, my bad. His first is range collision, his second is a boost. He does have a recharge link, which allows him to infinitely boost with a human killer. His third isn't even full screen, so it's like, yeah, he's just an underwhelming unit, to be honest. This Yumi Chica, very similar kit to that Geen. Lunging first, and then his second is that split collision move, and then his third is full screen, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, hollow killer on him, last ditch link, no berserker at all, but he does have frenzy. This Tensa is a very slept on unit as well. Lunging first, is it 525 or 575 second strong attack in front of him, just smashes the ground. His third is actually a lunging full screen attack. So it's a little bit, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Full screen radius, but he lunges forward with it. Nice. This character's a pretty good character. I mean, he still stands up. No berserker, but he does have a 30 bruiser, so keep that in mind. With the recharge link and Serpent Killer. This Grimjow has a pretty solid kit. Lunging first, strong attack. His second is the same as like Christmas Neliel, Redux Toshiro, and those kind of people. His third is a full screen. He has a no affiliation killer, if I'm not mistaken, and strong attack damage link. So yeah, if he had recharge, I could see him being a little bit higher or a better killer. The weakening does help him though. Moving on to the Sun, she has a 725 beam first. Pretty solid range collision, second strong attack. Pretty solid range collision move. And then her third is the same as like Speed Byakuya, but no habit. So 1,000 radius forward to a suction. It's like 670 something range. Like 870 something range. I don't want to misquote stuff, but yeah. So she had that same kind of first strong attack that Speed Byakuya has, just no habit. So keep that in mind. Tesla lunging first. Barrier second strong attack and the full screen third. Just a solid unit with the Soul Reaper killer. He does have a solid bruiser, but you know, being a sad link isn't really the wave right now. And he's, like I said, no berserker. Nothing really special about him. Kid Byakuya lunging first strong attack with Havoc, and he has a Vortex move, a 20 hit Vortex move with Havoc and a 1200 radius third. Non-affiliation killer with burn on everything plus debilitator. Just a solid unit overall. This Lisa has a lunging first. Her second really holds her back. It's classified as the same type of range collision boss killer move that spreads out from around her as like Cacao Society Byakuya or Thousand Year Blower Shunsui. Thousand Year Blower Shunsui, but her projectiles start from like her projectiles are just really weird. It just makes like these lines and it pretty much knocks enemies back more than it's going to hurt them. So it actually causes you to do more damage with her first strong attack than her second. That's like a big mob and you can like get right up inside them. This Shunsui, he has a range collision first, a Vortex second, and the full screen third to last rate on everything. Anytime you have a range collision first and a Vortex second, no. Makes you gives you a very slow play style because you're trying to combine your first and second to just take out one or even two waves, and then you're just waiting on everything to cool down after that. This Red 2 had the same kind of deal. Range collision first with the Vortex second, and her third is a full screen. Just have burn on everything with debilitator and a Soul Reaper killer. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to our auto/epic raid tier. And just to clear it up, these guys aren't going to clear as fast as some of the units below them. But for if you have less optimal gear, like if you have trash rolls and you just set these characters up to just auto the game, they'll finish quests for you. So it's not about how fast they can clear, it's about they can just beat stuff with less than optimal gear, just playing in auto mode because they hit very hard with flurry. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And yes, I do classify these characters as a separate tier because it's hard to say what is more important, just autoing content or just beating content manually. So this list is a manual playlist, so basically people are being ranked on you playing with them manually, not you autoing with them. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, so this Kenny, 40 Bruiser, 40 Berserker. Wait, does he have... Okay, so I'll just put it like this. He has Frenzy and 40 Bruiser. Why did I say Frenzy? I meant Flurry. Excuse me. He has Flurry with the 40 Berserker and a Ronkar killer. Paralysis reduction, Poise, DR. Like, this character is going to auto like a champ. He also has an and a +5 inheritance zone potion drop, so that does make him the best farmer on the list as well. Yeah, and he does have a 50 berserker. Like I said, he has sprinter too. You gotta talk about that with Kenny's anyways. But yeah, with an Arankar killer. So he just in epic raids, he's gonna hit like a fiend. He's gonna auto like crazy as well. So just keep that where it is. I really don't kind of like his strong attacks for real. His first is a beam, which is decent. I mean, it's better than decent, but on a NAD character that's like short range, you would much prefer a lunge because you're not going to miss enemies short. You're not going to miss those enemies on the side and still have to break their guard. So keep that in mind. But his second is a 50 hit vortex, which is a plant. Which if it was a moving vortex, he would be a lot better as a character. A lot better. Because he'll be able to consistently break guards as he was walking around. So Hiyori, I honestly almost put Hiyori over Potkin, just because she has weakened defense, and in epic raids, that's crazy. You can weaken the boss by a factor of 30 to 40% for 7 seconds, and no other status element lasts that long in epic raids. So if you have like 3 or 4 Hiyori, you can absolutely blitz the boss in like 30 seconds or less because of that weakened defense. She does have flurry, poise, a nad link. She doesn't have any anything super intangible though, besides like having weakened defense. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, and let's see, Askin Naklevar. So this guy is a pretty solid auto unit as well. Set him up to auto. He's going to smack through content. He does have a bruiser on top of having a debuff ability, which only works on the mobs that are currently alive when you use it. So it's not like he just debuffs everyone around him for that period of time. It just works on the wave of enemies that were alive when he casted the debuff. So keep that in mind. Beam first, like K-Lab, stop giving NAD units beams. Give good first strong attack to frenzy characters, please. Thanks. Alright, so Bankai Yamamoto. The reason he's so lower is because he doesn't have, the reason he's lower than the other characters so far is because he doesn't have a PvE killer. But he can still auto like anything. So in epic raids, Hiyori and Kingy are going to be much better than Yamamoto. DR, burn on everything. No bruiser though, and he's not going to get killer very often at all unless it's a boss or you're doing PvP. This Ichigo, I have one Ichigo over the other. True Bankai or True Shika Ichigo has a way better NAD string, but this Ichigo actually has an Arankar killer, which is tangible, and then he has a medic skill. So he's going to be able to provide a bit more team cover and a bit more team usage than just doing pure DPS without having the appropriate killer. Even though this Ichigo has a perfect NAD string, and this Ichigo NAD string pushes enemies back instead of directly damaging them, it's one of the slower NAD strings that you can have for flurry characters. Yeah. All right, and we're going to be looking at our S tier right now. So I have Flyzen starting it off in S tier as the best character in this particular rank. The reason that is because he had the best first strong attack in the game, being the best lunge first strong attack in the game and the best lunge without havoc. His lunge he has more AoE and distance than people with havoc. So his first, you can just spam it it's just broken. Like, and also something that you guys need to consider. I'm thinking about all these characters, especially S plus with the level 10 SP or higher. Like, I'm just going to say, put a level 10 SP on these characters. And also, like, you're going to see it's going to make sense. But, like, some characters with the level 10 SP slot can clear a lot faster than others for certain reasons, and I'll explain. This Flyzen with the level 10 SP slot, dude, he's absolutely mowing through content. And his second is a boost, which gives him the infinite boost potential. With the stupid bruiser as well on him. and a chance to insta-kill on his soul bomb. His third strong attack hits in 3 waves, which is not the best in most cases, but it does give him a slight advantage in co-op, being that he can clear at least 1 or 2 waves with his third strong attack. This tag team Toshiro is a great unit. Lunging first strong attack, standard as any lunge, and then his second strong attack is almost unique because only 2 people have it. Him and Shinji, the Mind Shinji, crazy AOE. Yeah, he has one of the best second strong attacks in the game. Before the 800 radius second strong attack, this was like the best second strong attack in the game, aside from the one that Shinji has because he had the same strong attack with Havoc. So, and Toshiro also has the same full screen distant AoE third strong attack. It's like full screen in front, and then it collapses on an enemy. He has a strong attack damage link. If it was a recharge link, I could see putting him over Ryzen. He does have double killers as well with freeze on everything, debilitator, Soul Reaper, and a round card killer, which are 2 of the best killers in the game. This Kaien, Spirit Society Kaien, lunging first. He has a range collision boss killer second strong attack with Havoc, which means if you get closer to the enemies, it's going to spike them for massive amounts of damage. So you have to, his second strong attack is way more about placing than most other standard second strong attacks. He also has a 1080 radius charge attack, which is beyond full screen, which is twice the damage. I don't like having to wait for 3 seconds to charge a move, but you get double the damage. So in a lot of cases, especially like in co-ops or guild quests where the bosses are very tough, things like charge attacks really make a character stand out. For me, Ichigo, I have him right here because he has a great kit, and he still clears faster than most of these. He clears faster than Uryu and Aizen. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. He does. Lunging first strong attack and a 725 range second strong attack. His third, once again, like flies and hits in 3 waves, which is somewhat helpful, more beneficial in co-op because you can penetrate multiple waves. With that being said, he's a strong attack damage link, and if he gets his resurrection, he gets a 10% strong attack damage or 10% strong attack recharge link with Havoc as well. He could easily be top in the S tier. Like, not even gonna lie to you guys. Fullbringer Ichigo still stands out to this day. So, all right, and we're moving on to Uryu. The reason that he's lower than some of you might think, I mean, I don't know, is because his first strong attack. His first strong attack is, dude, it's one of the worst pushbacks in the entire game. I mean, I literally have done test play after test play using his first strong attack, and it literally pushes a mob like 2,000 radius ahead of me, bro. Why the hell you want to chase a mob 2 full screens away from you, and then you got other mobs all clustered around? Now, if you use his first and it spikes those mobs for impact, if it kills them right at the top, then it's going to just go through and just, you know, I mean, if it kills them, you don't got to worry about it pushing them back to the Asia server. You know what I mean? But, yeah, his second strong attack is solid. It's the same as Sanosuke or Spirit Society Rangiku. It's not a bad strong attack. It is a range collision, melee collision split, but it has a very massive AoE, so at the end of the day, it's pretty solid overall. His third is 1200 radius. He has 40 Bruiser, 40 Berserker, 60 Devastation, and he reverses any status elements, which also heals him. So if he takes a status element which doesn't kill him, then he heals himself and he puts the status element back on the afflicted target. So that is actually pretty broken. Yeah, that's pretty much that. He doesn't have any status elements, and he's a sword killer. So does have guard break. You know, I feel like maybe they could have given him sharpshooter, and maybe they could have given him a beam first strong attack. If he would have had a beam first strong attack, he would easily be S+ tier. Alright, so we're gonna go on to Fierce Battle Aizen. Basically the same kinda first strong attack as Uryu, although I'll take Uryu's is probably a little bit worse, in my personal opinion. Aizen's second strong attack holds him back a little bit. He has the same magnifications as Uryu plus a guard break, same as him. No status elements, but he does have a transformation mechanic, which means he does transform once a game, which refills all his strong attacks when he does it, and then when he comes out of the mode, all of his strong attacks get refilled again. The reason that he's not higher than some of these other units is because his first strong attack is range collision, which pushes enemies back severely. And his second only comes back every 20 seconds on maximum cooldown. Um, aside from aside from you using his soul bomb to give him that quicken cooldown, the instant recharge. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Hopefully everything here makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comment section. And then yeah, we're gonna go to our final tier. This is the final tier today. No shenanigans, no tricks. So we'll go ahead there. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video so far. I really try to be as objectively correct as I can with tier lists, and I try to be, a lot of you guys really trust me for tier lists, and I don't take that lightly at all. So my personal opinion, I have Ginzadu as the best technique character in the game, being that he has double killers with the perfect kit minus Havoc. So double killers, perfect kit minus Havoc. The dual mechanic does not do much damage at all, but it does keep you safe against enemies. So what he'll do is the duo character, he'll be off in front of you attacking enemies, and while he's attacking them, they're not attacking you. So I've literally seen it where I can just stand with my back like this, and Izadu was over there attacking mobs 3-4 at a time, stopping them from attacking me. So if he wasn't there, you would die more, things like that. He gives you a blanket of security. And you do have double killer with lacerate or poison. The best second trunk tech in the game. The best standard second trunk tech in the game minus Havoc. Yeah, and the lunge for strong attack, very, very solid. Guard break makes it so that he's going to be a very lasting character in the meta for a long time. And double killer with status immunities, or status ailments as well. I have Soy Phone this time over Stark because, dude, if you get this Soy Phone with 10 SP, level 1, bro, no one on this list is clearing faster than her, bro. No one. Like, unless you're like, oh, what about Guild Quest? Yeah, Halibel's going to clear faster in Guild Quest, like, probably, because she hits harder, you know what I mean? I can see that. But outside of Guild Quest, bro, you talking about co-op, standard IZ, whatever it is, no one's clearing faster than this Soy Phone. Give her level 10 SP, bro, and she's ripping. Give her, like, with Max Transcendence, she's that much better. So, no one's clearing faster than her with Max Transcendence, or even, 2 maxed out slots being SP and Focus. And I know you might be like, oh, everybody can't get that. I mean, if you have an S plus tier character, you should try your best to get them as strong as you can. So at 1 or 5, you definitely want to level 10 SP this character. Now, if you have Stark or Halibel, do you need the Max Trend Soy Phone? No. Whoever you have the most dupes of, I will work on them and use them the most, or use whoever you prefer the most. Yeah, but Longstride makes it so that she is just a beast. She's 4 times faster than 90% of the units in the game, just in the blink of an eye. And dodging is intangible. It helps you stay alive, and improves other methods as well, such as dodging soul bombs and things like that. Stark is one of the best kitted characters in the game. Although his first strong attack isn't the perfect beam, it's still one of the best in the game. He does have Havoc, the 960 second strong attack, 960 rated second strong attack, which is the same as Ginzuru plus Havoc. This Stark does not have any Berserker though, so that does hold him back a bit, and no guard break. So that holds him back a little bit further compared to someone like Ginzuru. Even though he has more range than Ginzuru, Ginzuru hits harder and has, he doesn't lose damage. And he has double killer. So pretty self-explanatory, but Stark definitely has the best kit on this list. Stark has the best kit on this list, but he doesn't have any Berserker. Rukia had she has almost the same kit as Ginzuru. Actually, the same kit minus the first strong attack. Her first strong attack is longer, but his is wider. You know what I'm saying? Like, his is better for autoing. Hers is better for, like, manual, like, trying to line enemies up. But most cases, a beam strong attack is better. She doesn't have, like, the guard break or the double killer, which is why I have Ginzuru over her. But yeah, she had the 800 rated second strong attack, full screen third with the beam first strong attack. Perfect kit. Only thing they could have done better with her is giving her Havoc or like Guard Break or something like that. But she's fine where she is. Oh, it's Nehemiah. A little bit hard to rank him compared to the others, but he's definitely not just an auto character. So he definitely transcends your standard auto character. I think in most cases, he's going to clear around the same speed as Halibel because she does have to rely on her normal attack more than any other character on this list. So Oetu has a cooldown link with Guard Break and Flurry, meaning honestly you can build him a lot of ways. Like if you build him with a strong attack damage and strong attack recharge build, you can go hybrid and just throw like attack secondaries on him, and you can spam his first strong attack as much as you want. His second is an infinite boost, so he can infinite boost. I mean, hey, and his third is a straight full screen with the insta kill potential. Halibel's first strong attack holds her back a little bit, and her second holds her back a little bit too. But that's nitpicking for sure. Nitpicking on Halibel. But when you're at these S plus stages, you gotta nitpick a little bit. Halibel does have a 1200 radius third strong attack, and she has higher magnification than anybody on this list, but no status elements. So how the game equates it: 20% Berserker with debilitating status elements is equal to 40% Berserker with no status elements. So Soifon isn't too far behind. You know what I mean? So yeah, Halibel is very great because she has a boost in the heal, second strong attack. She's very great for co-op because of that utility. Yeah, yeah. Wait, I said boost in the shield. Yeah, boost in the shield. Yep. And that's pretty much it. Halibel's a Ron card killer. I would say between Stark, Soifon, and a Ron card killer that are all 3S plus. Just use whoever you have the most work into at the end of the day, or use whoever you prefer the most. Yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I got way more stuff coming. If you're a part of my sponsor squad, I actually dropped a list of all my upcoming videos for like the next week or so. So yeah, and also I got a Burn the Witch video that I'm working on right now. So I would like to subscribe, man. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you MFs next video. I love y'all. I'm out.